Juliet.
Hello. How are ya?
Good. This is your intro music.
Okay.
I love my intro music.
I forgot to do a background.
Just make sounds. Hoot. Scream. Hi, Jess.
Hi. Oh, is it Barb? I got Barb. All right.
How
Kat.
could you tell?
Oh, that's cute, all the kitties.
I got a
Are you playing your guitar?
I
Huh?
got a half
my
a guitar.
mandolin.
It gets rid of the neck of the guitar. That's so weird. You know what, you guys? I'm excited for tonight's class. It's 6:28. This is the pre-show. We have a disappearing guitar. It goes out of the camera. I'm just waiting for everybody to jump on. It's going to be good. Are we all excited? Who's excited?
We're
Okay.
excited.
Okay.
Okay.
How's Man with a Mission?
Man on a mission. Cool. Did you see that?
Oh my God, that was great.
Right on. Cool. Thank you. I'm going to mute everybody for a minute, okay? Just while everybody's jumping on, because hey, it's Nancy.
Hey!
Okay, I'm gonna mute everybody just until we get started here at 6:30, and then I'll do a short talk, and then we're gonna get to improvising right away. Okay. All right. So everybody's on mute for a minute. How do you like my background? It's a very serious background. Okay. So it's 6:29. We're gonna get started in just a minute. We're gonna do some improv tonight. I hope everybody's excited for improv. No slides tonight. No slides. No fancy schmancy. In fact, I'm even going to turn that off. Okay, no fancy schmancy. But we are going to review some items in the book. And we are not going to listen to me play guitar. But this is a nice little guitar. This is a Fender Acoustics, made in accordance to specifications of Fender Musical Instruments Corp. USA. So it is manufactured in the wonderful country of Indonesia. But a very nice little classical guitar. This is my son's guitar. It's kind of tiny, kind of small, like it's hard to play because your fingers, like my fingers are too big for the strings, but it's like I have to kind of pinch them in there. These are old tunes, that little classical things that my dad used to play and stuff, so I learned them. Anyway, that's your musical intro. Welcome, everybody. It's 6:30. Let's get started. So tonight, here's what we're going to do, and I'll unmute you guys in a minute because we're mostly going to do improv. I'm going to do the talking part in the first 5 minutes. I'll probably take less than 5 minutes. So if you remember, does this look backward? I bet it looks backwards to you guys. Hold on. Where's the little chat box? Yeah. Okay. I see Jack's got it. All right. So this book is kind of what we're focusing on for the last couple of weeks and for the next couple of weeks. And then, but it won't be very long because we're going to talk really quick about chapter, the agreement chapter. What is that? Chapter 4 and 5. And then we're moving on. So, and there's not that, how many chapters in there? Geez, there's only 12 chapters and we're going to finish 5. So, you know, for a couple of weeks, we'll be in this book and then we'll move on to some other book. I hope that's cool. So I'm going to talk about these really quick. So what we were focused on was agreement in chapter 4. And the key point was yes and, accept and build. So that's actually more succinct than I ever said it before. Yes and. Yes is the accept and the build is and. So you want to accept the offer, but you also want to build on the offer. Okay? That's all we're going to talk about on that, unless you guys want to chime in, which I'll let you in a second. And then the next chapter was initiations and game moves. And that was chapter 6. And the key points were make assumptions, don't ask questions. So making assumptions is just like, you know, just assume that you know what they're talking about, even though you probably don't. but you don't ask questions. You try not to. Look for the game within your scene and play it. Now that's kind of an advanced thing, but we talked about that when we were trying to do long form. You're looking for that first unusual thing that could turn into kind of like a pattern or something that could be what the funny is about. And then you want to play that. Okay. And then listen and remember. And then listening and remembering has to do with coming back and doing callbacks and trying to remember what something was earlier in the scene so you can bring it back. The next point was listen for the whole idea in a statement. This is interesting because sometimes someone will give you a statement and you pick up on one part, but you didn't listen to the whole sentence. So you don't really know what they're talking about. So you want to listen to the whole thing. And then the last point was avoid preconceived notions. All right. And that means be free to explore. Okay. So we're going to come back to that, but those are your pointers for the day. And we're going to do warm-ups today. And we're going to do characters. Look, I got lists. Yes, lists. We're probably not going to get through all these lists. We're only going to get through a couple lists. And here's how we're going to do this, guys. I'm going to put you in my gallery view. And that allows me to see pretty much everybody on here. Unless you don't have a name. Is the number ending in 1656, is that Barb? Is that Barb? Okay, hold on. I'm going to unmute everybody now because y'all all need to be muted. Just try not to all yell at the same time, especially Raymond. He has a tendency to, I think it's that blurting tendency he has. Unmute all.
Ah! Okay.
I knew it, Raymond. Darn it, I need to mute you guys again. Barb, are you 425-330-1656?
I am.
Okay, so that's fine. I just know that you have your screen and then you have your phone and you show up as two people.
Yeah.
So I'm not going to let that clever 1656 have its own turn and use up anybody's time. So Barb gets a turn, but 1656 does not on my screen.
No, I'm 1656. I'm on the phone, Jesse.
No. You didn't understand what I meant.
Okay.
I know that.
I gotcha.
But it shows up as like two users, right? And I got Liz and Roy are in one. Okay, so you guys are the Liz Roy show. Roy's. Loy Roy's. That's your new name. Isn't that cool? You guys like that? Clever. And then I got some other folks. Who's Teresa? Is that a friend? Is that a friend of is it somebody?
That's my sister.
Teresa, welcome. Glad you're here.
You can't see the resemblance?
I not at all. No, not at all. Okay, cool. So what we're going to try, and this is going to be really weird because we're going to push the limits of Zoom. I've been on Zoom all day long. I think I'm going to end up getting married to Zoom because I love it so much. You know, like Zoom is like, it's my whole life now. And that's really getting scary. I think I might be going crazy. But we're going to push the limits of Zoom. And the way this works is that I'm going to have to probably have you guys have an option where you can raise your hand or is it just the chat? You have the chat box there. Can you guys use chat?
There's a telephone showing up in my screen. Is that dialing in or what?
Oh, the telephone in the screen is Barb whenever she breathes into her phone.
Oh.
That's Barb. Yeah. You'll excuse her. Barb, so when you're not talking, I'm gonna mute you, okay? And just wave at me if you want to talk, because otherwise your telephone keeps jumping in. Okay. All right. Bill Dewey says chat does work. Juliet says, yes, we can use chat. Isn't that fantastic? You raise your hand if you can see the chat area. You got the chat area. Anybody not understand it?
Don't know what I'm doing with chat.
Okay. I know Bill knows it. Victoria, do you got it? You see where chat is? Okay. Barbara Hagan.
Here, look in the chat box.
Barbara, full Barbara, do you have it?
Does that mean I'm in?
You do. I can see the chat area. Victoria, Groom and Zoom. Very nice.
Everybody? Do I put to everybody?
Oh, I can't.
Okay, now, the other thing I want you to learn, sorry, for those of you that are experienced, just bear with us. There's a way in chat where you can open up the whole window and leave it at the side. And if you click on the little area where it says to, you can change it to write a message to an individual person. Or if you leave it in the default position, it's just to everybody. So when you send a chat and you just write a chat in, everyone's going to see it, which is totally cool. It could just be a scrolling thing and people can respond to each other there. And then also, but you can also send direct message to somebody. Okay. There's another trick in here too.
How do you get into chat?
Okay, now it looks a little different for you than for me because I'm the host. But there's either at the top or the bottom of your screen there's a bar, like a kind of like a menu bar, and it has things like mute and stop video, and there should be one that says chats, like a little speech balloon.
Oh, you need to move your mouse down to the lower part or the upper part so the bar will show up.
Thank you, Liz. Thank you. Yes, you have to move the mouse over it, otherwise it disappears. It goes away unless your mouse is.
That wasn't what I wanted to do. Somehow I ended up in the weather.
Oh, that all of a sudden came up.
Okay. Now you don't need the chat, but here's why I wanted to bring it up, because you may have opportunities where you're going to want to, maybe type something to the group or type something to me, or you may have a suggestion, and instead of everybody trying to talk at the same time, because then it's just a blur of noise, then at least we have a record of it in the chat area.
Oh,
so if we ask for suggestions and you're an audience member, you can just type it in.
I still haven't got to this chat. This goddamn
it's okay. You can live without it. You can live without it.
Good.
There may be other ways to get in there, like up at the top menu bar. There's something called there's Zoom.us. There's meeting. There's
I don't have a menu bar. I'm on an iPad.
No, an iPad. That's going to be trickier. It is doable, but without the only way we can do it. There's one other way, Paul, and it's we send Raymond to your house right now.
Yeah.
Other than that, I think we're just going to go with the flow. Okay. Is everybody cool? Are we all right?
Yes.
You don't need the chat. It's not going to end. No, it's not going to ruin improv for you forever.
It just says from me instead of from Nancy.
All right. So I got mellow yellow. Okay. All right. So here okay, great. All right, you guys, we're going to try our first game, and we're going to keep, this is going to be tough. I know it's going to be tough. So we're going to try a game now. I'm going to go like this. I'm going to go on my screen, how everybody's listed on my screen. It's like going from left to right for me. And I'm just going to call your name, and you're going to do something, and then everyone else can respond, and then it'll go to the next person. I'll call your name when it's your turn. Okay. So we're going to start with boo yay. And this is going to be a total chaos because I want to get the chaos out of the way. So boo yay works like this. The first person says something, a statement about their day. And hopefully it's true. Doesn't have to be. If you want to make it up, you can. But if it's true, it's a statement. And then the whole group goes boo. And then the next person goes, and then everybody goes, yay. Okay, so we're going to remember this game? You will alternate boo and then yay. Boo. It's really a dumb, simple game, but it'll be fun. And this is the way we're going to test our Zoom system. We're going to try to crash Zoom tonight, you guys. We're going to crash it. They're going to have to like invest millions of dollars in their infrastructure because of improv. We're going to ruin Zoom. Okay, so Juliet, you're up first. Tell us something about your day.
My day was dull.
Boo! I'm next. I played guitar for like 5 minutes today.
Yay!
Denise is next.
I had a great day. It was productive and fun.
Boo! Teresa is next, and then Raymond.
I took a nap with my cat.
Yay!
I stayed home all day.
And now,
Be staying at home.
and now we have mellow yellow.
It's you.
Was that me?
That's
Yay!
I had a very restful, delightful day.
Yay!
Yay.
Now Liz and Roy.
I spent the day with Liz and Coda Dog.
Yay!
I think that was a boo, that one.
Oh.
Okay, now
Are
Liz
there
is up.
rules to this?
And now Liz, you do one.
Oh, I had a vulnerable day today.
Yay.
I can't remember simple things.
Okay, now Barbara Hagen, Barbara, you're up, and everybody, let's get back to the yay. The next one will be yay.
I went out and did some more gardening today.
Yay!
Victoria's up next.
I locked myself out of my computer website to the VA today, and I couldn't get back in. My boss is not happy.
Oh. Bill.
I helped my daughter fix her hijacked Amazon account today.
Yay!
And now finally Barb, and I'm going to unmute Barb. Hold on, we got to unmute her. Okay, Barb's up.
Man, I can't even say boo or yay for crying out loud. I done the fence post today and it got rained on. Ah.
Jack's up.
I spent 2 hours on the phone with a customer who was arguing about a $3 change on their bill.
Yay!
Okay, Paul's up.
I actually had 2 Zoom meetings today.
Boo!
And Ariel's up, or Ari on here.
I spent the day working on some major writing projects, but then I also got to go outside and enjoy some sunshine in the garden.
Yay! We didn't break Zoom, you guys. Congratulations. That's so awesome. Okay, next thing we're going to do is this is going to be tricky. We're going to try 3 things. 3 things, okay? Now 3 things is it's you give. I'm going to start with Juliet. Juliet, I would like for you to give me 3 flavors of ice cream. And then Juliet's going to go to the next person, and I might have to cut in. Actually, I'm going to type, in case you guys don't see the same list that I do, I'm going to write the order over on the side here. And then we'll do it like that. Do you see my, except for Paul, everybody should be able to see this. So let's see how fast. I'm going to call you Mellow Yellow, even though you're Nancy. And then we'll do Roy and then Liz. Is that, wait, you guys still see that? Is that coming up?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Juliet, Jesse, Denise, Teresa, Raymond, Mellow Yellow, Roy. Hey, Barb, did you check the setting next to the mic? And if you plug it up, you can get your microphone. Have you tried that?
He's got me muted, so I can't talk to you right now.
No, we heard every word you said.
Oh, you just unmuted me.
No, you've been unmuted the
But I
whole
mean,
time.
your computer should pick you up. You have a newer computer. I don't see why it's not working. So you see where the microphone is, and there's a little arrow going up, and it says select microphone. Have you selected a microphone? Or another time, but I don't.
I'm just as bad as Paul.
I think we're fine. Let's
Okay,
move on.
sorry.
Okay.
Another time.
Okay, so I put a list up just to help, but it doesn't really matter. When you're done, you're going to call out who's next. So, you know, if we screw up, we screw up. But the list is in the chats: Juliet, Jesse, Denise, Teresa, Raymond, Mellow Yellow, Roy, Liz, Barbara, Victoria, Bill, Barb. So, I'm going to have Juliet start it, and then she'll end it. So, Juliet, you're going to have to give 3 things to me. Sorry, now that we're going to stick with the list.
So are we playing that where you the 3 things that, and then like it changes every time, or is everyone giving ice cream flavors?
Nope, it changes every time.
That's that string green. How about greens or green beans?
Okay.
Yeah, you change it every single time. So you just say 3 whatever, 3 colors, 3
Okay.
anything.
Okay. So you gave me ice cream, right? Or still sticking with ice cream?
Yes, go ahead, yes.
Okay. I'm sorry, I'm confused.
It's okay.
So if you're next, then I give you something, right?
Yeah, you should give me something, actually.
Okay, I'll give you something. 3 washed up stars.
This is I shouldn't say this, but I want to say Tom Cruise. But not really. I love him, though, but I just feel that way since he did the action movies. The second one is, oh my gosh, I'm having a blank. Pee Wee Herman. Is his name.
Definitely.
And then the third one, Washed Up Star. Oh, somebody help me out.
Sylvester Stallone.
Oh, really? Oh, gosh.
No.
Okay, Arnold.
Thanks.
Sylvester Stallone. Okay, good. Thank you. Yay. I halfway did it. All right. So now I'm going to move on to after the, okay. 3, Denise, 3 ice cream flavors.
Okay. Chocolate, vanilla, and strawberry.
Don't we do the three things, or do we do 1, 2, and then 3 things?
We should try that, Raymond. You're right. Okay, so that's the way it ought to be done. Again, stretching Zoom to its limits.
I like something.
So we're gonna go 1, 2, 3 things. Okay, so Denise, try it again, one flavor at a time.
Okay. Chocolate.
1,
Vanilla.
2,
Strawberry.
3 things.
Things.
Oh.
Mine doesn't show up. I've never seen my picture.
It just did.
Teresa, oh.
Denise, you're gonna send something to Teresa now.
Okay, Teresa. Tell me 3 colors of cats.
3 colors of
Easy.
cats.
Starting easy.
All right. Black.
1,
White.
2,
Calico.
3 things.
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 I want to look at Nancy.
Okay, Raymond. Give us 3 flowers.
Ooh.
Iris.
1,
Tulip.
2,
Rose.
3,
Things.
Mellow yellow. 3 kinds of horses. Oh, you're mellow yellow. I'm sorry, Nancy.
I'm mellow yellow, and you're asking me types of horses?
Yeah, 3 kinds of dogs. Let's do that.
Oh, well, ours is over there, but Schnauzer.
1,
Dalmatian.
2,
And let's see, there's so many. Retriever.
3 things.
3 things.
Okay, Nancy, you're
Okay,
gonna
now, Roy. Hello there. Name 3 rock bands.
Rock band.
The Beatles.
1,
The Turtles. I'm showing my age.
2,
Guns N' Roses.
3
things. Lola, stop it.
Ha. Liz, name 3 baseball teams.
The Giants.
1,
Mariners.
2,
The Red Sox.
3
3
things.
things.
2 and a half.
And Miss Lola has joined the chat group.
Oh, he's adorable.
Oh, isn't she the cutest thing?
Oh, what's her name?
Lola.
Lola. Oh.
Okay,
Our
we're
dog
waiting.
is cuter.
She must be a show dog.
Cute. Oh, too cute.
Where's my cat?
Okay, this is Big Red.
What's that one's name?
Jack, that's
His
not
name
a
is
dog.
Big Red.
Jack, that's not a dog.
Big Red.
Are you taping this
That
for
is
anything?
Jesse, we're hopeless, Jesse.
I think Liz was trying to take her turn.
Uh-oh. Juliet, bring your cat.
Name 3 mountains.
Okay, Mount Everest.
1,
Mount St. Helens.
2.
Mount Rainier.
3
things.
Okay, Victoria, name 3 games, board games.
Gravel.
1,
A word game.
Board game.
2.
2.
Words with friends.
3 things.
Okay, Bill. 3 types of wood.
Hard.
1,
Soft.
2,
Charcoal.
3 things.
Charcoal?
Charcoal's wood.
It used to be wood. It's all burned up. Give me a break.
Go with it.
Okay, Barb's up next. 3 kinds of toilets.
Toilets?
Yes.
Bidet?
1,
Flushing toilet?
2,
In an outhouse.
Three
things.
Okay, so Jack, name 3 breeds of cattle.
A Schnappagans.
One.
One.
Scooby-Doo.
Two.
And Shanchapush.
Three things.
What?
Paul, name 3 theme starts.
Theme start.
Who was that to?
You.
Paul, name
Paul.
3 improv scene starts.
Oh.
To me?
Yep.
You, I, we.
Yay,
One.
Hey, 1, 2, 3.
No, 1.
1, 2, 3.
1, 2, 3.
You,
Sure.
I, we. 3 things.
Two.
And
Two.
Things.
Auntie Paul's name.
all right, who do I go to?
Ari.
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 Gary.
Ari, name 3 vegetables.
Oh, asparagus,
One.
1, 2.
Two.
spinach.
Three.
Three
Things.
things.
All right, cool. Good job, guys. We're going to move on just so we can get to some better stuff, too. We're going to do 1 character. So those are our warm-ups. Now we're going to move on to the next list, which is character development. We're going to work on masks today, which I think will be funny here. Frozen faces or masks. So we're going to do a scene, and what I'm going to do is unmute just a couple people at a time. So I'm muting everybody. Everybody's going to be muted, but then you can unmute yourself, or I'll unmute you if you can't figure it out. It's pretty easy for me to do. And I'm going to have 2 people at a time, and then actually, sorry, 3 people at a time be in a scene. And you're going to have to keep your frozen face. So you pick a mask. Pretend you're putting a mask on. If this is your mask, you have to do the whole scene like this without changing your facial expression. Or like this, whatever your face is, you pick a mask. You pick some sort of facial expression, and you need to be frozen in that mask the whole scene. But then you have to keep the scene going with you know, whatever you want to say. Don't think too hard about what you're saying right now. Just stick with that face and see what it does to your character. And you're also going to get a suggestion. Okay, so the first 2 up, I'm just going to put Juliet and Denise in a room together. So Juliet and Denise, you guys are, and then why not? Let's put Teresa in there too. Or Teresa, do you want to watch one first, or do you want to just jump in?
I'll just jump in.
All right.
I screwed up. Oh well.
Okay, there you go. Good attitude. Okay, so Juliet, Denise, and Teresa, you guys have to put on a frozen face mask. Don't do it yet. I'm going to give you the suggestion, and then you guys are going to start a scene, and it's just the 3 of you. Everybody else is just watching. And if you want to add comments during this, you guys can. I'll try to read comments too. Okay, so I'm going to need a suggestion from the group. Somebody write in a comment to the group of what I want is a location, a non-geographic specific location, some kind of a location. I got library and the beach. I'm going to go with library. So the location is library. And for Juliet, Denise, and Teresa, you guys are in a scene. Location's library. Pick a face, and until I call scene or until your scene ends, you have to keep that face. Ready? 1, 2, 3, go. And now you guys have to do a scene. So you can talk, but you got to keep your face.
You look perplexed.
That's because I can't find what I want in here.
You always can't find what you want in here when all you have to do is ask.
But the ladies at the desk don't know how to do the computer.
I don't know how to do this computer.
We come in here every week, and last time you couldn't use the computer, but you sit there all day. I thought that you were told how to use the computer.
I can't use this computer.
Does the computer have a virus?
I hope not. I'm already isolated, and I don't want to isolate my computer.
I believe that, you know, a lot of computers probably feel isolated.
Did you take its temperature? That should tell you if it's got a virus.
It was coughing a little.
Sometimes there are like IT guys that can figure stuff out for these computers that have problems.
A man, eek, a man. I don't want a man around here.
And scene. Good job. That was awesome. You guys are great. That was so cool. All right. Well, okay. So good job. And Jack had a suggestion. Might I suggest for everyone to wait a second or two to respond so that we can fully listen to what's being said? I think that's a good idea. It just means there's a slight, for some people, the internet, there's a slight delay. I don't have one much on my computer, but you might.
From me to Ari, I said it to everybody.
All right.
I don't want it private.
All right, so mute all. Okay, I'm muting everybody again. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna get Raymond and Mellow Yellow and Riz and Loy. Riz Loy. Hey, Riz Loy. Actually, I want to put just Roy in this scene, and Liz, I'll have you be in the next one. Okay. So this is just that would that be Roy, Riz, or Loy? It'd be Riz. So Riz, you're up first, sir. Riz, Mellow Yellow, and Raymond. Okay. You guys are gonna get a suggestion. I need a suggestion in the comments. Give me a suggestion of a location. Turkish bath. Turkish bath. A spelling tournament. That's even better in a way. I think I'm gonna Turkish bath. Oh gosh, these are both good suggestions. Okay, I think I'm gonna use one in this scene and the other in the next one. So you guys get Turkish bath. Raymond, Mellow Yellow, and Riz. You guys get the Turkish bath with your faces. Ready? 1, 2, 3, go.
Watch the distance, okay?
Water's a bit murky.
Oh, that was me. I'm sorry.
Oh, that was that blast of heat I felt. Raymond, you're a little paranoid. There's a lot of fun in here.
Well, been doing all this takeout.
Is there supposed to be this many bubbles in a Turkish bath? Scrub-a-dub-a-dub. I don't know. I don't see any soap. Just bubbles.
Yeah, I got sanitizer. Try the sanitizer.
Raymond, if you weren't so paranoid, I'd have you scrub my back.
Oh, well, if I can do it from 6 feet away, you got a deal.
Well,
I'll throw water
you're
at
in this
you.
bath with us.
It's
right?
not waterborne.
No, but these bubbles are airborne.
Isn't it the perfect temperature in here?
Yeah, for breeding ground.
You gotta loosen up too, lady.
And scene. All right, good job. Hey, everybody.
My tongue was getting dry.
In that scene, everybody, what were things that you liked about it? Go ahead and chime in, everybody. I unmuted.
They were having fun.
Good.
I've never
That's a good one.
I've never seen in a scene, Nancy, I was watching you stay committed to that. And it was just, it drew me in even more.
Awesome. Okay, let's move on. We had Turkish bath and then spelling tournament. So we're going to do spelling tournament. I think we're going to do, now it's, we had Riz, so this would be Loy. So this would be Loy, the second half of it just says this combined name on my screen. So this is Liz, Barbara, and Victoria. And you guys get spelling tournament. Okay, spelling tournament. And I'm going to leave everybody unmuted unless there's a lot of background noise in your room, like dogs barking, then I might have to mute you, but I'm going to leave you unmuted. All right, go for it. You guys have spelling tournament. and Liz, Barbara, Hagen, and Victoria.
Oh, I'm so glad you guys are here to participate in this spelling tournament.
You mean telling tournament? I couldn't hear. Did you say telling
I said spelling tournament.
Telling tournament. That's all I heard.
I think we should spell it out. What do you think? Is that Liz over there?
I don't want to do a spelling tournament. I'm kind of scared. I don't know how to spell very well.
I think we should spell it to Victoria. She's having a hard time hearing. Spelling.
That's a good idea.
Why don't you spell? Because I'm not quite sure how to spell spelling.
Okay. Are you ready, Victoria?
I think so.
So, you got spelling, right?
I thought it's telling tournament. What are you guys talking about?
It's not. It's telling sperminate? Is that what you said? Sperminate?
Yeah.
Oh boy, she's having problems, isn't she? Where's your mind where that came from? Sperminate? Do you know what that means? Do you know what spelling means?
Telling? Is that what you're saying? Telling?
Oh, good grief. It's a very fun time we're having here, isn't it?
And scene. Oh, not bad little characterizations there. Good job, you guys. Good job, you guys. Juliet just had to step out for a minute. She might be able to come back. She just had to step out for a minute. We lost one, but that's okay. All right, so good job, you guys. I like the face. I like the faces. Barbara, you were very clear, and I know it's tough with Zoom and the screen sharing thing for everybody to hear each other. We have different, everybody has a different microphone and camera setup, so it's not all equal here. But Barbara, it was nice how you were very clear with your words. Liz, it was a little harder to hear, but it was okay because she had a timid, scared character. That was really fun to see. And Victoria, your face, you committed to it. I like that as well. You guys did good. All right, let's move on, and then we'll talk about it more at the end. We got to have Bill, Barb, and Jack in the next scene. And I think I will mute it again because I like to really focus on you guys if we can. All right, so hold on. So I'm going to have Bill, and then Barb and Jackarolio. And you guys are going to we need a new suggestion. Somebody type in the comments a location. Location. Whoever's a fast typer.
Yeah.
I got
luck.
dog show. I got dog show from Victoria, and hairdresser, the hairdresser. I'm going to go with dog show because of the dog theme we had tonight. So we're going to go with dog show for Bill, Barb, and Jack, and dog show. And remember, fishing derby. That's a good one. Dog show. Remember, you guys, to make good, strong choices for your masks and exaggerate your facial expression and then hold it. Ready and scene. Go.
We are here today at Westminster for the World Dog Show.
Yay, I brought my Chihuahua along to show. Can I bring my Great Dane too?
What you showing your Chihuahua to?
Yeah, I want to show my Chihuahua. He's from the Isle of Chewy.
You gonna chew your Chihuahua?
No, he's from the Isle of Chewy. He's AKC registered, and he's a very prominent dog.
We could see? We could see, you say?
Well, I know you might be having a hard time understanding me, but I have a Chihuahua. He's a very prominent dog, and his name is Big Red.
Big Red?
Yes.
Big Red? Who gonna show Big Red what?
Well, Jack said he would show Big Red because he's my handler.
Please forgive my son. He's a little slow. We've been expecting Big Red. Yes, the best show dog in all of Washington.
Your son is expecting? That's
Oh,
pretty
Billy.
strange.
He's a character, I'll tell you. We've been expecting Big Red. He's just the best show dog on all of this state.
And my handler is the best handler in all of the state. He makes Big Red look small.
So he's gonna hold Big Red up to make him tall.
He's gonna walk him with. I'm sorry for interrupting you. Go ahead, my gracious handler.
No, that's perfectly fine. I'm used to being interrupted with Bill, my son.
Oh, well, I think you should come and get Big Red right now and put him on the leash and take him for a walk around the ring and show him to the judges.
That sounds like an
Just
excellent
keep Big
idea.
Red. Keep Big Red away from Jack.
And scene. Oh my gosh, it's got to get tough to hold those faces that whole time. All right, so I'm gonna have you guys did a good job of holding your faces, very strong faces, tough to hold too, and they influenced your voices really well, which I like. All three of you had really strong voices, the characters that came out of the face. Good job. That's very nice.
That's my normal face.
That's just, yeah. It was easy for Bill. He didn't have to put on a face. We're going to have Paul and Ari, and let's have Nancy do another round. Can you do another round, Nancy, with these so they can have a third person?
Oh yeah, Mellow Yellow can do another round.
Mellow
Okay.
Yellow. Okay, so I've got Bill, Ari, and Mellow Yellow. You guys are up.
Said Paul.
Paul.
Sorry, I was looking at Bill when I said that.
Better call Paul.
Better call Paul.
Better call Paul.
All right, so Paul, Ari, and Mellow Yellow, and they're gonna get. They did dog show. You guys are gonna get the cave.
The cave.
Cave that was Riz Loy's suggestion. Cave. Okay, ready? On your mark, get set, and go.
This environment is very inviting.
I know you're in there. I know you're in that cave, Paul. I know you're in there. Paul, I know you're in there. There.
It's fun in here.
I know you're in there. Paul, I know you're hiding in there.
He's right there. He's right there.
Yeah, he is. He's doing this again. He tries to hide because he doesn't
Okay.
want to go out and get any meat.
Let's just bust the
We're left
door
eating
in.
berries. And then
You can't come in here.
We could tunnel in.
We could wet tunnel in? Okay.
We could tunnel in if you want to. It's a cave, for goodness sake.
Do you have a good stick? Because when I find him, I'm going to poke him with it. As soon as I get
With what? What are you poking him with?
Get out there and get us some meat, for God's sakes, Paul. God, you're just like shame for shame. Come on, let's get our sticks. Let's get in there and dig our way in. Paul, we know you're
allowed in here.
We know you're in there. Come on. God,
I'm digging in.
You have no shame, Paul. Get out there and get some meat, for Christ's sake. Jeez, you big...
Oh, I see you in there. I dug through.
Oh, grabs. Jab him with that stick, because if he doesn't get out and find any meat, we're going to eat him. Just skewer him. Come on, poke him.
And scene. I really like those characters. Ari, that was very consistent. You're getting a lot of applauses from everybody. I'll unmute. Yeah, that's awesome. Good job, you guys. Okay, so those are our exercises. Just to review what we did, we talked a little bit about the book, and then we did, boo yay, right? Boo yay, and we did 3 things, and then we did the masks. So it's a little, you can't do quite as much in this format, but it's really funny. It's really interesting. It focuses so much on the face and the voice now, doesn't it? So that's very interesting. Okay, now something I want to make sure that you are aware of when you're doing masks. The whole point of masks is to force you into a character, because it kind of creates one, right? Doesn't it? It just sort of turns into one. Hold on one second.
Yeah, totally.
Can Bill get me a drink?
It does.
Just checking out.
Oh, Bill's going to the
My
fridge. Bill,
daughter
I'll
is
have a-
saying hi. My
Hey,
daughter
Bill.
is saying hello to everybody.
Hi.
Okay. So you can stay here. She just wants to see. She wants to see but not be seen, so she's right over my shoulder. Okay. My kids are fascinated with they're fascinated with it. Okay. So when you pick a face, really commit to it, which means you got to commit to the not just the voice that it creates, but the character that it creates. And that is a quick way to create a character. Okay, so that's why we do that game. All right, the next thing we're going to do is we're going to do some scenes because we're going to focus on our lessons today. And there's enough time for this now, so we're going to do this. So remember the lessons: yes, and, accept and build. Don't ask questions. Try not to make assumptions. I mean, it doesn't mean you can never ask a question. It means when someone gives you an offer and you don't understand it, just assume that you do. Make it make sense in your own mind rather than asking for clarification. Just, it makes sense. Move on with the scene and make an assumption. It's okay. Look for the game within your scene and play it. Listen and remember. Listen for the whole idea in a statement. Avoid preconceived notions. It's these whole concepts, you know, that we were talking about last time and this time. So, but we're going to simplify things. Try to keep some of that in mind. But what we're going to do is we're going to start a scene with you, I, we. You're going to do you, I, we. So Denise and Teresa will go, Denise will say you and then something, fill in the blank. Teresa will say I and then something, fill in the blank. And then Denise will say we, you, I, we. But then after that, I'm going to let the scene go for another minute or so, and you can say whatever you want. The you, I, we is just to start your scene, and then we're going to let you continue your scene. And I want you to try to yes and, meaning agree with and add information to it. So I'm not going to add anything else to it. If you want to do characters or you want to do other things, that's totally up to you, but you don't have to. It's you, I, we plus another, you know, the rest of the scene. You're going to get a suggestion. And the suggestions are, I still had a few from before. Actually, let's get some new ones. I want an object that could fit in a bread box. Type it in.
What?
An object that could fit in this something the size of a bread box. A razor, a stress ball, a pickle. I'm going to go with a stress ball, a boom box. Good. I'm going to go with a stress ball. And this is for, and actually we're going to stick with Denise and Teresa. Denise, you got you. Teresa, you got I. Denise has we. You, I, we, and then you continue your scene. Okay, go ahead and begin. Bread box is your suggestion.
You always seem angry.
I think that's because I need to use the stress ball more often.
You know, we were told that when we get angry, that we can go to the bread box and find something in there that might kind of take the stress off of our day.
That's why we need to keep a whole dozen stress balls in our bread box.
We could, stress balls are good, but we could take the balls and I don't know, maybe we should put bread in the bread box.
Oh, but I've heard bread's not good for you to eat.
What is not good for us to eat?
Bread.
Oh, bread's not good for us to eat. Well, you know, Mom told us to just go ahead and take the balls out of the bread box. And I think, okay, so we're not going to have bread, but can we have like cake? Or is that not, that's not good either?
Oh, I think it's better to have sugar than bread.
Well, I thought bread was sugar. So maybe we could eat something else. I think we should find something good to eat that is good for ourselves. And Mom would be proud of us when she gets home.
I know. Why don't we pack it really full of peanuts so when she opens the door, they fall out all over her?
That is a really good idea. I think we should definitely do that.
Good job. Good job. Good scene.
Thank you.
That's a good scene right there. Okay, you guys did good. All right, that was fantastic. You, I, we, and agree, and just try to find a little theme. What is this, Raymond? What is this that you just did? You added claps. How did you do that?
It's an applause sign. So at the bottom where the bar pops up, wherever, there's a reactions.
Like that.
Yep.
Oh, that's how you guys, when you're on mute, how you can show that you're applauding.
Right.
All right. Okay, I'm going to unmute everybody a sec. How do you get rid of them though? Then they're on there forever or what?
They go away after 3 seconds.
They go away after some
Where
time.
is that, Raymond?
I don't have it.
Okay, so now we've got Raymond and Mellow Yellow. Raymond and Mellow Yellow. And I'm going to go with Boombox. Boombox is your suggestion. Raymond and Mellow Yellow. Go ahead and begin.
Who is UI and who is we? Who's UI and we? And
It doesn't really matter, but let's have Raymond you, and you can be I, and Raymond can be we.
You always play the same group on your boombox.
I do, because they are the best group.
We need to go see them in concert.
Yes, we do, because I'll tell you, there's no moves like this one group does. You can't you can't move and just groove along with them. It's damn good.
Yes, they're very good. I think as soon as you get busy and come up with a cure for this thing so we can have a concert, we should go.
I say, I'm up for it.
All right, good job. Good job, everybody. All right, you're all unmuted, so I'm going to keep it that way if we can. All right, so now this will be funny. I'm going to have Roy and Liz, Riz and Loy. I want you guys to do a scene and we get to watch. That's funny. Okay, so you get to do UI we right there in the room, and you guys get a stress ball is your object suggestion.
Stress ball? Did we do that already?
We're getting another stress ball.
Another stress ball?
Another stress ball.
Okay. You seem a little bit nervous today.
I do feel a little nervous today.
Well, what can we do about that?
I'm not sure. We could probably try those stress balls, I guess. We've been throwing the idea about trying the stress balls out. That might help a little bit.
Well, they're kind of pricey. How about a stress dog? Just squeeze that.
I think that will work really good.
Well, you look better already.
Yeah, he doesn't look stressed at all now, does he?
Good thing he's not camera shy. You look better already.
Yeah, I feel better already. He's a good little guy.
All right, good job, you guys. You get a really cute dog too. You get a cute dog award.
Too cute! Yay!
Now you guys, we practiced. You know, we've all practiced scene starts so many times, and we're good at them. But what I want you guys all to do is try to continue on after the UI we. So what happens after we? That's what I want to see. The UI we is a start, but now what happens after the we, right? And you don't have to get the suggestion in right away within the UI we. You have a whole minute or so. Okay, so UI we takes you what, 5-10 seconds tops, and then you have another 50 seconds. So if the word, you know, if the suggestion doesn't come up in the first 3 sentences, it doesn't matter. It can come up later. It might come up right away.
Whoa!
Minute. Take your whole minute. So next scene was going to be Barbara Hagan, Bill, and you two are up whenever you're ready, and we're going to give you Boombox. You guys get Boombox.
Bill, you always have the boombox up so loud. It's kind of hurting my ears. You want to turn it down, please?
I do. It's the only place I keep my explosives. So, you know, we just have to have a good place for them.
You know, you have seemed like you've been angry. Are you thinking about perhaps detonating some explosives at your job?
Well, sometimes I do. You know, we need to explode these explosives because what's the point of having explosives if they don't explode?
Is that because you explode inside yourself, Bill, and this is a way to get away from that intense anger that you display?
sometimes that happens. If I do get angry, I just get inside the box, and then when I explode myself, it's kind of like this big internal release.
And I'm sure that we can talk about how you could release yourself, maybe without having dangerous weapons and explosives, maybe using your words. Have you thought about that? Oops.
Yes,
question.
that's actually a good idea. And I'll bet if I use my words well enough, I could probably just put myself right into orbit with them.
Oh, that's good. I feel good about this conversation and lessening the anger that you seem to bring with you where you go.
And scene. You know, that was fun. Barbara, you know, it was almost like you were playing the role of therapist there, and I really love
Yeah.
the statements you actually
That's my
yeah. And Bill, I liked your, you know, you were just sticking with your character very well there. That was really good. Good job, you guys. Okay, the next two are Barb and Jack. Oh, before you guys start, I'm gonna I can mute everybody, but also you can mute yourselves. So I would rather not mute you so that you can quickly come in if you need. And then, but if you're noticing like a lot of sound in the background, sometimes that will interrupt this. And it might not be you making sound. It might be in your room somewhere. Well, what'll happen is the camera will go to you and show you even though you're not there. The classic case is Barb who breathes into her phone. That's my favorite one though, because then we just get this black screen with a phone and a phone number and this mysterious breathing. I love it. So you may want to be careful with that. And I won't mute people unless I need to, really. And I might in case there's a lot of noise. Okay, so we have Barb and Jack, and you guys are doing can of sardines. Can of sardines.
Jack, I always like you when you smell so fishy.
I always like to smell fishy for you, Barb.
That is my most favoriteest smell. What brand is it?
Okay, hold on. We're forgetting you, I, we.
Oh.
So we
okay.
Barb, Jack said I, but you need to say you and we. Don't forget we're starting the scene with those. Okay, go ahead and start over. Do one.
Start, Jack.
You're always late, Barb.
I love being late just to irritate you.
We got a pack of sardines that are late to get out for shipment. Hustle up.
I have to hustle. I do. I have to put my gloves on. I have to put my mask on. I have to put my apron on. I have to put my hair up, and then I can pack your sardines.
That's a lot of things that you need to do before we pack these sardines.
I'm a very doable person, though. You know that. That's why you hired me.
Well, you're very doable. That is why I hired you. But I love the way that you stall. You stall when we need things done easily. So I appreciate your stalling.
Why I stall is because it makes you think and not rush me, because I can't do anything when I'm rushed.
Yeah, you're right. She does need a raise. You're absolutely, I think I'm going to make you Employee of the Month for how you're stalling.
Stall some more. Give me a higher raise.
Okay, that's it. I resign. You have my job now. I'm a little angry that you were late, but your total lack of responsibility is one to be admired.
Jack, it worked.
And scene. Nice little relationship there. Hey, hey, Blue, are you there? Thanks for joining us.
Hey, yeah, sorry. Yeah.
I'm glad you're here.
Thanks.
Can you do Can you do a scene with Paul?
Sure. You, I, we. Yes.
Yep. You, I, we. Paul's gonna do the you. You're gonna do the I. Paul's gonna do the we, and then you can do whatever you want after that. And
okay.
And you have about a minute, and your suggestion is the sun. Something to do with the sun has to find its way into the scene. Okay, you guys can start whenever you want. You, I, we, and then continue.
Well, you really love the beach here, don't you?
I do. I need the beach. I need the sun. I need the shoreline. How about you?
We should definitely keep coming to the beach. There's a guy selling that coconut water over there. That's great, you know.
Oh,
And then
God, that sounds great. Over ice. I could use that right now.
yeah. It's really warm here. It was good, but it's kind of warm here in the sun. But yeah.
How often do you come?
Yeah, right. So that's the way we should do it.
All right. Sounds good.
Now, I've been putting coconut oil on my body, and now I'll have it inside of me too. Won't that be great?
Absolutely. Sorry,
Good.
guys, I lost the screen. But that doesn't matter. I can still hear Paul's voice.
We can still hear you.
Okay, cool.
And actually, that was a good end of the scene anyway. So good work.
Great.
All right. So we have, I believe we had, let's see, Paul, Ari, and who didn't go? Did anybody not go? I'll go with Ari really quick. Okay. Are you still there? Yeah, we got you. Okay. Let's do a suggestion. Did we do a razor? Razor. Okay. Let's do razor. Are you cool with that?
Okay.
I'll start. All right.
Okay.
You forgot to buy more shaving cream. I'm out of shaving cream.
Well, then go to the store. Oh, I forgot to buy the shaving cream. I'm the problem here?
We always have the same problem here. It's me running out of shaving cream, and that's your fault.
Oh, we have a problem here. This is my fault? You think shaving cream is my fault? We really do have a problem, and it's a lot bigger than the shaving cream.
Whoa. I was just playing our normal thing we do here. I didn't mean to turn it into a big argument. You know, honey, I just love when you forget the shaving cream. It's not that big of a
Well,
deal.
sweetie, we really do have a problem.
Well, I mean,
Maybe we should try the whipping cream.
the whipping cream. Sure, I'll try the whipping cream. I'll just, yeah, no problem. I'll right now. I'll use it right now. Here's my razor. Yeah. I'm bleeding. Oh.
We really do have a problem. Go get the dog. We have a dog.
Okay, I'll get the dog, and the dog could clean all this up.
Well, yeah, we have a real problem blaming other people for our lack of shaving cream.
And weird end of scene. All right, not bad. Good job. You had a good character there. Okay, cool. That was, you know what? I'm surprised, guys. I'm proud of us. We actually made it work on Zoom. That's not always easy to do. It's a little bit tricky. Good job. Okay, so let's do one more. We have just a little bit of time here. One last thing, some discussion. Now, the last chapters that we did. Anybody have questions on the book stuff? Or anybody still reading the book? Anybody who's like hasn't lost it yet, still knows where it is? Okay, so if you have this, which I think everybody should have a copy, I hope you do. If you don't, I have it and a couple more, and I can get you one. So we did chapter 4 and 5, agreement, initiations, and game moves. Chapter 6 is moment to moment to moment. Chapter 7 is building a scene. That's what we're going to focus on for next week. And what I'd like to do, we kind of did, because chapter 4 was agreement, and it was kind of a yes and sort of thing. We kind of worked on that today. And initiations, we sort of did with we, right? But we really want to we're going to try to do some exercises that have to do with chapter 6, moment to moment to moment, and building a scene next time. So we're going to do, this is the structure, right? Just in case you want to know my lists. We're going to do a couple of these every time we do one of these meetings and work our way down. So we did like 2 tonight. We're going to do another 1 or 2 next time. And then we're going to work on character development. That's this list. So we did one tonight. We'll do another one there. So there's kind of a structure, right? We'll start with warm-ups. We'll start working on character, because that's always really important. And then we're going to try to incorporate the games that something relates to the chapters that we're working on here. So if you haven't read it, time to read it. If you have, maybe review it again. Go through and kind of look at it and go, okay, I kind of understand that. And I would love it now that we sort of have a flow. I'm excited because I think we could even make this, I think this could go quicker even next time. We jump right on and we could dive right in and start doing the warm-ups and start doing the exercises. And we might actually have a decent class here. Did everybody have any questions or comments? Or if you want to do the little reactions thing and give me a thumbs up or an applause.
I don't know where that is. I don't have that.
Anybody else have comments or questions?
Yeah,
Jack has, wait. Jack has his hand raised. You did figure out how to raise your hand.
I
Does
did.
anybody else now know how to raise their hand? Somebody raise your hand if you know how to do it. Raise your hand. Yeah, well, that doesn't count. You got to have the little hand raising button. There's a hand raising button and it's next to the participants list, I think.
I don't have one of them.
Jack, explain how you got to the hand raising.
Well, I have a mobile phone, but if you're at a desktop, because I use Zoom for work, it's usually it's at the bottom of your computer or your Zoom, or at the top. There's you just got to fool around with the cursor. And I hit participants, which is like the chat box logo, or rather, I'm sorry, I went to more, the 3 dots with more, and then I hit raised hand.
Oh, I got a bunch of people figuring it out. Isn't that cool?
Oh,
Hey. Yes.
Participants. Oh.
Should be.
Raise hand.
So Jesse,
Where's the part?
So, yeah, ignore participants. There should be a more button with 3 dots above the word more, and if you click on that, that's where I see it at least.
3 dots above the more, maybe above the chat.
Yeah, when I selected participants, it came over above the chat. So there was a list of everybody. And then there was lower, raise and lower hand over there.
Yeah, we'll figure it out from here, Jesse.
Okay.
So how do you do circle games? Do you number people like when we did it on Sunday, Jesse? We numbered how many people were, there were 7 of us. So that's how we did our circle.
Well, we didn't need to do that. We just went through a list of names. So, and for me, it all shows up in a row. So it's just like, Denise and then Teresa and then Raymond and then Nancy. We had a little list.
Okay. But do we get the same? Do we get the same row, or because on Sunday it was all different?
I don't know what happened Sunday. I have nothing to do with what happened Sunday. It worked tonight pretty well.
Okay,
you guys
cool. I can't wait till next Wednesday then. And
yeah, I wasn't there, so I sorry, I don't know what you guys did. Yeah, I'm not sure what happened that day.
Oh, cool! It was fun. It was only 7 of us, so we could number ourselves in a circle.
Getting practice is good, right? That's awesome.
Yes, that's all.
Jack, thanks for getting us together.
Yeah. So what I'm going to do every Wednesday is I'm going to keep the class rolling. We're going to we're going to run class. Nothing's, it's different because it's Zoom, but we're going to do a warm up. We're going to do characterization. We're going to do a lesson. We're going to work on the book, and then we're going to do scenes. And we'll just do that same structure. I'm not going to keep this going for 3 hours. If you guys want to do other meetings on your own and you want to kind of like get extra practice, I totally encourage it, because I wanted to keep this something that was like manageable for everybody, keep everybody on, not make it last too long. I think an hour is a perfect amount of time because we can get some, lessons in and some actual learning. And I'll try to make sure I'm spending enough time, not too much time, but I want to spend a little bit of time also with the critique and the help, on the scenes. And just, instead of just, letting things just roll. But I do encourage you on your own to practice as much as you want. Just let it roll. That's fun too. But I want to kind of do this more like a class structure, if that's okay with you.
It helps to be reminded of how the games go or how they flow, because I sometimes forget about the formats, like Blue pointed out last time when we were together, that I forgot, like, you're supposed to give 1 sentence, or like the UI we kind of thing, trying to remember the sequence.
We did 7-story sentence or 7 sentence thing.
Yes.
And one word story. We did one word story. That was interesting.
Yes.
We're cool beans, guys.
Good. So, okay. Well, we will see you guys next week. If you have questions or comments, just email me. And I miss you guys. I miss seeing you in the room, but I'm really happy to see everybody here. So thank you.
Guys, all stay safe and stay well.
These two.
Yes. Stay healthy, everyone. Thank you.
Dalton, miss you guys.
Bye.
I'm a dark side. See you later.
Bye.